Hello, we're back here doing a voiceover for another planner setup. We're setting up the year of Goober 2026 this time. So I'm just using an Arteza pen to fill in my pencil lines. Yeah, this is the year of Goober 2026. This is actually next year's year of Goober. It's bakery themed, so I decided that I would use some sweet treat washi tapes that I have, and at some point it will have the bakery goods. The setup is very similar to my year of Goober 2025. I'm going to do both the year of Goober 2025 and 26 next year because I didn't do the year of Goober 2025 this year. However, I'm probably not going to stick to how it's meant to be done. Shock. I'm just gonna read books and find where they fit into the challenges, and I'm going to do them across both challenges just because the old challenge is an old challenge, and so yeah, I'm gonna be using if I read a book and it fits a prompt in both challenges, I'm going to cross them off both because I don't follow the rules. I'm a rebel like that, little rebel goblin. So yeah, just filling in these little boxes. I don't actually put the baked goods in here because I did print them, but they didn't print well. I do plan to reprint those and put them in, and they should be there when I do my full flip through, where I'll flip through the whole journal in a video, because there are bits in there that I've altered or not recorded. Like the last few pages, I didn't think they were worth doing a whole video to. So yeah, coming in and filling in my bakery sign here. To my knowledge, there's no actual name for the bakery that Goober opens to sell baked goods, so I have dubbed it the Haunted Bakery, which I feel is fitting for a ghosty baker. So I'm just filling in this sign using some Tombow markers. All in all, I don't really feel like the setup for these pages really fit my fantasy theme. They don't really have that fantasy vibe to them, I don't feel, but I feel like they fit the theme of the challenge pretty well. I also have, at later on in the journal, I have a critical role reading challenge sort of thing that I've set up myself, and one of those characters is Jester, and if you know anything about Jester, she likes sweet treats, so the bakery kind of fits in there because it's very pretty and colourful, this page set up. Probably reaching there, but oh well. Like I said, I feel like they fit the page setup fits the theme of the page, not so much the theme of the overall journal, but it's my journal and I set the rules. It's just using a Arteza marker for the open sign. Why I didn't use a Tombow for that, I don't know. And for anyone concerned, the book that I'm using to hold up that left side, it doesn't get harmed in any way. It's simply there to hold up my page so that the book's a little bit more level. I think I'm going to start putting in the washi tape. Now the washi tapes I'm using in here, though the bakery goods one, like the sweet treats one, is from Thumbelina Prints on Etsy. I think her store is a UK store, and I don't know if they ship internationally. I'm just trimming off the edges, making it all nice and neat. I think I was changing my true crime show again there. So I am watching a true crime series whilst I am working on this journal. I do enjoy watching true crime. Using that ruler to snip off rather than scissors. I also used a flower washi tape to do the vertical parts of the space between the boxes, just because I didn't want to put the sweet treats one, and because it's more of a horizontal tape rather than a vertical. I felt like it would look a bit off with it being like that, so I just brought in some of the flower tapes from the flower shop setup. I find it really difficult to figure out what to talk about whilst doing these videos, because the main focus of it is the setup. I'm all still pretty new to this sort of content creation. My main channel is more gaming, and even then when I'm doing the gaming stuff I don't talk that much. But I am very excited to start the new year and fill in some of these prompts. Some of them are going to be a bit tricky for me. I don't typically read a lot of books in a month. Although next year I think I'm going to focus a little bit more on reading. I mean, last year I read 2 books, and this year I've read 29. So I'd say that it's a vast improvement. I probably won't stick to doing the prompts monthly. I'll probably just, if I read a book that covers a prompt and it's not that month, I'm still going to count it towards it. Blanket. I've just been brought a blanket, which is quite nice when it's a bit chilly. I think I'm again changing to the next episode of my show there with the mouse scrolling, and we're back to trimming edges. You can get a sneak peek of my Year of Goober 2025. If you haven't watched that video yet, go check it out. You can see how I set up the page. I feel very brave using this craft knife. I think I only made one mistake. In the whole setup. So out of all the pages that I've set up, which were quite a lot, I only went through the page once. But luckily enough, it was in a spot that a piece of artwork went over the top of. So that was good. I just got a little sticker and used it as a band-aid. What are we doing? We're doing the divide lines. Again, it's very similar to my Year of Goober 2025 setup. At some point I will be putting in the bakery treats. I just need those to get printed out of the library. I was going to go yesterday, which was Monday, but it was raining quite heavily, and I didn't want to go outside and get wet and get sick, because I get sick very easily. So, and I didn't want to get sick when we're so close to Christmas, because I really didn't want to get sick again for Christmas. I was sick for Christmas last year. Christmas Eve we went and grabbed like stuff from the butcher's, and we got sandwiches at a sandwich shop, which proceeded to make me very, very poorly. And I spent most of Christmas Day and Boxing Day being very, very ill. Food poisoning, we assume, which was not fun. I couldn't eat my Christmas dinner. I couldn't eat any of the yummy things we got for Christmas Day, which was very upsetting. So I'm hoping that this year I can be healthy for Christmas. So I am trying to avoid doing anything that would make me unwell, like eating sandwiches from sandwich shops. I'm coming in here with a different tape. I thought this tape really kind of fit like a bakery theme, and I was just trying to break up all the pink. Not really a big fan of pink. And both the Year of Goober 2025 and 26 has a lot of pink because of those washi tapes. But I still really like the way the pages turned out. Honestly, the whole bullet journal, compared to last year's, well, not last year's, this year's, because we're still in 2025 at the point of recording this voiceover, it wasn't a lot. I didn't put a lot of work into it. I kind of just threw washi tape on the page, put in my grafts, and that was about it. It wasn't very aesthetically pleasing, and by the new year when I started like using it before I misplaced it, it just wasn't hitting. It was just like, this just isn't for me. However, I keep finding myself like opening the new one for next year and looking at it and being very happy with the way it's turned out, and I can't wait to be able to start using it and filling in things and adding in my red books. I plan to get a printer either during the Boxing Day sales or after in the January sales, so I can do review pages, like maybe not review pages. I'm not the best at reviewing books. I'm gonna try in the new year to be a bit more reviewy, like giving things 5 stars and doing it a little bit more. I don't know what that finger waggle was about. Doing it a bit more effectively. I'm a big 5-star giver, and I think a lot of the 5 stars I've given, others wouldn't have given that book 5 stars. One of my 5 stars for this year, a friend of mine was like, "No, why would you give that a 5 stars?" I'm like, "It was so good." I rarely pick up a book and sit and read it, like, without putting it down and taking a break. And this one book, took me a day to read, and I don't typically read a book in a day, but I kind of absorbed it. Oh, I'm sticking down the prompts for this reading challenge. I think I'm trying to get as few bumps in as possible. This isn't the most expensive paper. It was just paper that they had in the printer at the library, and it's not the best quality paper. It's sticking in Goober there with his cookies. You get Goober as a printout when you in the resources for the challenge, and then this little bakery shop. I just searched bakery storefront on Pinterest, and I tried to find one that wasn't a real storefront. It did hit me when I was doing the voiceover for the previous flower shop one that I could have searched something like fantasy flower shop storefront instead and actually stuck a little bit to the fantasy theme, but it's too late now. Unless I can find something to stick over the top of it. But right now the page is set up and I'm quite happy with it, even without it hitting fully on the fantasy theme. Now here I am. I cut off this piece of paper, but I left like a little tab so that I could glue that tab down, because I was worried that if I completely removed it, it would affect the integrity of the journal, and I'm quite concerned about the journal falling apart, because I have packed this journal with things, with little tip-ins and other bits and pieces, so I'm quite concerned that it may come away from the spine. So I was trying to like not affect the integrity of the journal too much by removing things. Because it's gotten quite thick. It's about 5 centimeters thick, when originally I think the original journal was only 2 centimeters thick. So it's gained some capacity. Like, it won't stay closed. Ooh, I say that and I nearly knock things over. And I've caught something on my... uh-oh. Hopefully that hasn't affected the recording at all. Yeah. I've also sadly lost the pen holder. It dislodged itself, which is a bit of a shame. And the elastic that you use to hold the journal closed is it's definitely doing overtime on its job there. Not entirely sure what happened there. For some reason, my software stopped my recording, so that's a little bit annoying. But I think I'm just recording from the point where it stopped, so hopefully that's what's happening, and everything will be fine. So yeah, I'm just doing this other page and putting in the tape. I think we're very close to being done with this page. And then we should be done with the setup of this. That's where I went through. See, like, I'm just showing you where I went through there. But I do fix it. I have these little like label, like antique label things, and I kind of use it as a band-aid to kind of hold the page together. I do stick something over the top of that anyway, so it hides the fact that there is a band-aid there. Not an actual band-aid. There you go, there I am. Sticking it in, but I think my little goblin friend hid what I was doing. I will say that I've been having some problems with Adobe ending my recording before I'm actually done doing the recording. I don't know why it's doing it. Which is slightly annoying because I want to record the voiceover and move on to the next voiceover. We're still trimming here. Even though they are quite pink, I do like these Sweet Treats washi tapes. And they're quite thick washi tapes as well. You definitely get your money's worth. I think I'm just doing a little cleanup. Trimming those edges. Rounding off that corner. And then I'm just coming in and doing this final oh, I'm trimming a bit more. So much like the other setup, I'm going to have each baked good on either side and then put the name of the book or a picture of the book into the square that it corresponds to. I think I went a bit wonky on that line there. We are getting very close to the end of this now. If you don't already and you want to see more of my journal setup, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment. What do you do for the Christmas season? Okay, a little flip through. Bye!